Hello everyone. Now, I'm not going to be doing any crazy acro in this video. I'm a fairly new pilot. In fact, this is my 25th flight. Now, I did set two goals for this specific flight, one of which was to do a small cross-country from my LZ to a neighboring town, which I ended up canceling because I had family come out to watch me fly. The other goal was, well, you'll have to watch the video to see what it is. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Flying in Washington State is a double-edged sword. It's absolutely beautiful, the mountains, the trees, the rivers, green everywhere, but there's a lot of time where you can't fly. I hadn't flown in exactly 32 days before this flight. This summer I plan to fly several times a week, but from my experience and opinion, winter and early spring are not the best for this sport, obviously, especially for a beginner. But still, you'll get a few days where you can have amazing flights. Flying in this season, though, lets you fly over the flooded Snoqualmie Valley. That river that you see below me every once in a while, that's the Snoqualmie River. That lake that you see below me, that's a farmer's field. I'm staying high, so if I have a motor out, I can glide to a safe landing zone. Today everything was great, weather was looking good. The only thing that was abnormal for me was the thermal updraft. It was higher than I'm used to. It's still completely flyable, and a lot of you that are in the sport are probably going to laugh at me, but it's higher than what I've flown in before. I think it was 250 feet per minute, so it was noticeably more spicy. But I don't notice the bumps anymore, especially at 25 flights. I never was afraid of turbulence or bumps during flight. The only time I was a little startled was on my first landing. I hit a bit of turbulence and tried to correct myself. My instructor told me what to do, and I had a successful landing, albeit on my butt. Seeing the area you live in or drive through from the sky is a surreal experience. Sure, Google Maps exists, but it can't approach the flavor of being the one in charge of taking off from the ground and climbing to your cruising altitude and just exploring the area. I mean, driving this valley and seeing the massive hills on either side of you for miles, and then taking off and just seeing them flatten down below you and lose detail as you go higher is just awesome. And then as you go higher, boy does it get cold. I'm wearing gloves, but I had to keep wiggling my fingers just to keep feeling in them. And the wind is what gets you. It blows the heat away from you. I have heated gloves, but they're too thick, so I'm not wearing them. So if anyone has recommendations for heated gloves that are thin enough for paramotoring, let me know. From this point, I'm attempting my goal for the flight. Since I'm a new pilot, my previous altitude record was 800 feet. I wanted to break that today. I'm taking things slow, so I'm not jumping up to 10,000 feet or anything crazy like that. From here, I'm going to be climbing to my goal altitude. I have a Suunto Traverse Alpha watch that I've been checking the altitude on. It's easier for me to check this than an app on my phone. I don't have a lanyard case for my phone yet, so a watch doesn't scare me as much to check while in flight. "2,000 feet! I was technically at 2,100, but who cares? I hit my goal altitude. Now you can enjoy the rest of the video without listening to me talk.